Aloha, Ohana Angels. Oh my goodness, it's so exciting to be back with you guys again for another Real Trash podcast. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since we've been together. It's been a week. Um, yeah, it's another week. We are on August the 8th. You might see it on August the 8th, this Real Trash podcast, or you may see it on the next days coming after August the 8th, okay? But just know that, yeah, so welcome to the Real Trash podcast, where we talk about all the trashy subjects on our podcast. And I'm so excited to be with you guys today on another episode of it. Um, Today, I will introduce you to what the Real Trash podcast is all about. I always like to introduce that. And yeah, so the Real Trash podcast is from trashy subjects, from celebrity news, from politics, um, from anything in general. We like to talk about and try to throw it in the trash. Whatever trashy subject we have, we like to talk about it. But the main topic is I like to talk on my podcast about is disabilities, and that is my main goal on here is to talk about these things from the law to any kind of stories that I've heard, and that's what I want to be talking about. And some people might not agree, and some people may agree with me, and then there will be people that will all the way agree with me. So you have all different kinds of people. But I'm so thankful and grateful to be with you guys. I like to tell everybody that yes, I do have disabilities. Um, I've had heart of fury my whole life since the day I came out of my mom's stomach. um, and yeah, I know how to sign language to deaf people, but also I know how to communicate with them and listen to them through their sign language. So it's amazing to be able to do that. And also, I am on the autism spectrum, the autistic spectrum. And that's really a cool journey. I've got diagnosed with that later on in my life. Um, and that's a journey too inside of itself. And then also have intellectual disabilities, learning disabilities that the learning disabilities is more like in school when I'm reading, or if I need extra time on homework, or if I need um, uh, more resources when I'm testing the testing days, or if I need to get pulled out of the class, or if I need the teacher's notes and I need the teacher another note taker to take notes for me so I can just focus on the lesson. And um, yeah, so that what I have with my intellectual disabilities, and I'm so excited to be able to talk to you today again on another Real Trash podcast. Um, and yes, we did introduce, I think last week or the week before, last week we introduced that I'm also putting a topic in here with my podcast. And some days we will be doing weekly updates on my life. And right now, that has been the scenario of my life. And so here we are on another one. And I'm so thankful and grateful for the followers on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. No matter if you're watching my Real Trash podcast episodes, or even my YouTube videos, um, or even watching my posts, because I like to post like Instagram. I like to put my pictures up there so you guys can see it on YouTube, because I do love YouTube a lot. And so thank you so much for your support. But my main goal is to normalize disability and really tell people that I'm human just like everybody else. Um, I like to have a good life, but There's ups and downs in it because there's so many barriers still in the disability aspect. And I don't put my category as people that have had disabilities later on in their lives. I put my category in something that I've had my whole life. So I have a different aspect in life. And some people might have it for their whole life and they don't have a different aspect in life. And then there's some people that have had it not as long as me, but they do have a different aspect in life and some don't. So I want you guys to learn that not everybody understands it and are more miserable than me. And it's kind of frustrating to say that. But yeah, so um, it's been very interesting lately. Um, Tomorrow I'm going to be doing something I can't tell you. But I've been uploading some YouTube video vlogs. So that's been exciting. Thank you for everybody that's been watching those. Um, but let's just talk about, and I like you guys being my counselor, I guess. You can be the counselor. And I'm gonna be talking, I'm gonna be the patient so you guys can listen. Um, Thank you for listening to these podcasts. No matter what it is, if you got to be eating some dinner or on your screen TV or cooking some dinner, baking some um, good apple pie, whatever is it, whatever you're doing. Thank you for watching me on these YouTube videos or from the podcast. And this week, jeez, excuse me, I got a burp right there. Oh, jeez, this week has been challenging. Um, it's a lot with mental health. Um, it's a lot to put into aspect, right? With having to have disabilities my whole life, but also trying to learn the mental health side of me has been really a lot. It's been a lot. Um, but luckily, I have other people around me um, that are helping me around me. So don't think that I'm alone in this process, okay? And it's okay to get the help. I tell people all that time it's okay to get the help, but you have to seek it. Um, and you have to be the one to tell your counselors how you feel and um, don't let them dictate you um, and think they know certain things or if they do know certain things. And so this year has been really hard because I don't have a job and I've been trying to really narrow down on my mental health this year, and that's been really hard. And like I said, remember I said I was going to be homeless, but maybe not this month, maybe next month. Try next month. Or maybe this month. I don't know. Because I saw an eviction notice. Again, my sister took it, and my dad's over here saying, "Oh my God. Oh my gosh. It's been like that ever since every single one it comes to. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God." I'm like, I don't understand that. Like, you have a place to go. And, like, my sister has a place to go. He has a place. The roommate has a place to go. So why are you guys so concerned? I think you guys are being more concerned for my second, because I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna go. Um, but also I want to talk about another thing too. Um, like I said, I'm gonna go back to another subject that people don't really understand disabilities. Um, Sometimes like you gotta nag and nag and nag, and like as a disabled person, I kind of get tired of it. After a while, nag and nag and nag and nag and nag and nag, and then you kind of get fed up with it because I don't know if other disabled people do feel the same way as me, but that's how I feel. And sometimes it kind of gets tiring to nag and nag and nag, and then you get the same response that they didn't understand it. So that's really frustrating to me. Um, yeah, that's been a hard thing. Um, but yeah, this week has been kind of nuts. I've been really trying to narrow down on the mental health, really trying to figure out what am I gonna do with my life. Um, like where am I gonna stay at? Like that is my absolute um like I'm like, oh my goodness, like where the heck am I supposed to stay? Like it's not funny, but like it's legit. It's like legit. Like I'm like talking about my life. Um and then also I think you might have seen the post. My best friend Judith, she had a baby on August the 5th, and it's his 1 year birthday. His name is Anthony, and maybe you'll see him again. You're already seen him a little bit in one of my episodes on my YouTube channel. You'll have to find him if you haven't seen him yet. I haven't really fully introduced him yet. But we'll see. Maybe soon you'll have another YouTube video with him. Wink, wink. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. um, but yeah, it's just been a journey with that too, and be able to see him grow as I'm 26 years old. You know, children grow up very fast, and I notice I'm like, wow, a year goes by fast, and so you really have to enjoy your life. And I know I talk about this a lot on my posts, and I'm not that one to like the negative energy. I think I'm from Hawaii, and there's a lot of positive vibes there. We chill, we relax, um, and when there's negativity or whatever's going on, we just try to shoo it away as much as we can. Um, I think it just depends on the person, but negativity, there's a lot of it out there, and I'm trying to channel that by not taking all that negativity and putting it into my life. And some people will not understand that aspect either. But I've really had to take that advantage to not put that in my life, the negativity. Um, and I say that because I don't want to hear it's all right, but at the same time, like if I'm going through stuff myself, like it's kind of hard to listen to somebody else um, when you're actually going through a lot, and so it's hard to channel two people at the same time. um, so maybe when I get more channeled into myself and more like done what I need to do, then maybe I can listen and try to help somebody else. But right now, as I'm going through my journey, it's not that easy to just listen to somebody else and think, oh, I went through that and this went through this. And like I said, I also going through it's been the process of I don't know if you guys have that, like where you have like triggering moments and then you just go into a little like you try to escape from it. Um and I don't always think that's good. It just depends on your scenario. Um and I think people should really realize um that I'm kind of going to go off on this subject. But my parents are great, right? And it's kind of hard. And even my family members and my sister, it's good to know they're there. But um, some things um, you have to help yourself out first, right? And you have to tell them sometimes the truth. Um, and sometimes they don't like it, and sometimes you have to trust your own self first, right? Trust your own self. And like me, I don't really need a lot of friends. I really don't. I could have no friends and I'll be fine. It's just, but luckily I have people in my life that are there to support me. I do have friends that are there to support me, and I'm very grateful for them. And I would tell you, I am grateful for these friendships that I've had over the years, because it made me stronger, a better person, um, and opened my eyes more, I guess, to be able to explore more, explore the world or explore, um, it's just a different aspect in life. And this past week, you know, my my parents, or I guess my dad, liked this church, and it's kind of ridiculous because, um, should I put their name out there? I could be that petty and put their name out there. Um, but there's this church, this past week, and that was an irritating story because, I asked, you know, is there any way that you could help me be able to, um, help me in any way, type of form and rent, Um, and I told them specifically, I am here to focus on my mental health, um, and I'm not ready for a job. I told them that. Um, and they're like, well, if we help you out, it's going to be like a band aid. And um, so what do you need help with? She just said, I just need help with rent. And so, I was like, I don't get you understand what I'm saying. Like, I cannot work. So, what are you gonna do? Maybe you should go to work. I said, no, I'm not gonna do that because, like I said, the mental health is a problem, right? And I guess people from church don't understand that either. And um, so, on Monday they called. They're like, oh, was one help with like $700 because I really need help like that. First, I would ask for 2,000 and said, "Well, we don't have that much money out of church." And da 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 da. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know if you're lying that. you know. And then they also were like, I was like, okay, how much do you really need? Like 700. I said, okay, can you give me 700? They're like, we'll have to think about that. And then Monday comes and they're like, well, we'll give you like $200 in gift cards. And I'm like, okay. So in my head, I'm like, thank you for that in my head. Um, I might have said thank you to them too, I think too. Um, but I was still uh, frustrated because I didn't have. Oh look, there goes my dog's barking. But I was still frustrated. Um, can we stop barking, dog? Like stop. Oh my goodness, what are the dogs doing barking over here? Oh my goodness. Is there somebody here? See, there's always something going on in the house, okay? Okay. But yeah, so they gave me $200 and I was like, how the heck? Like, didn't I just tell you I needed help with rent so I can be good for next month, for me? And I can understand that maybe they just think it's not gonna go through with next month. I guess nobody's gonna pay the rent for next month. So here we are, and we're in scenarios with this now. Um, and so yeah, and so that's been really frustrating. And then I got in a fight with the roommate across the street from me because I have a roommate across, and I don't get along with them. That person. Um, and sometimes it's okay to disagree with somebody else, but it's more frustrating when you have to be the one to stand up and none of your other family members want to stand up to the plate. And so I've had to do that and stand a ground. Um, yeah, so so that's been hard, trying to stand up for that. And then, like I say, I tell people this often with your parent. I know you have parents, you guys. I know that you love your parents, okay? And I tell this to the younger generation too. I know you've loved your parents, and maybe you had a good life, and maybe you haven't had a good life with your parents. Maybe you don't have parents at all, but um, sometimes it's okay to disagree with your parents. And if they want to beat you up or hit you, whatever it is, you can call the cops on them, okay? Call the cops on them. You might have to do it a certain way. I don't know what it is. If they beat you or threaten you, just call the cops or ask for a counselor. I don't know. Don't be threatened by your parents. Your parents are there to discipline you in a certain way. But when it gets to that level, um, you should be concerned, okay? Um, because I don't believe there's a certain kind of discipline, right? Um, and some of the discipline can traumatize you for a long time. And so, like I said, I hope that you understand the younger generation um, that are just turning 18. That, yes, it's okay to disagree with your parents, okay? I don't want you to make them feel like it's a bad thing that you're disagreeing with your parents. Because at the end of the day, you're a soul and my parents are soul, right? So, like, I know you people might, and some people may not like their parents at all. So it just depends um, on your relationships. But yeah, that's a big thing I would like to talk about. That was a big thing I was going to talk about too. And so I hope you like this weekly update. Um, so, so really, I'm just thinking like, excuse me again. Where am I supposed to stay? Like, are we gonna get evicted this month? Are we gonna get evicted next month? Um, where am I gonna stay? you know. So it's been a lot. Tomorrow is gonna be something exciting, like I said. Well, we'll see. And thank you for being here watching my YouTube videos or my podcast episodes. And thank you for listening to these podcast episodes because these help me a lot. And thank you for listening to them. And thank you. So, um, yeah, that's been the weekly update. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. I know it's already August. I cannot believe it's already August, and it's kind of surreal to say that, but we are in August already. It is flying through, isn't it? It is flying through. um, but yeah, so I hope you guys have a good one, and thank you so much for the support. I love you guys. And at the end of my videos or anything I do, I say, ahui ho, and always be yourself, Ohana Angels. And thank you for being here on the Real Trash episode, you guys. Thank you for being on another one with me. Let's throw this trash, the real trash, for this week inside the trash this week, okay? And let's have a better week next week. So see y'all later on the next episode of the Real Trash Podcast. Okay, bye. See you later. Oh, and thank you for the subscribers too. You guys are amazing too. Okay, sorry. Bye. See you later. Love ya. Bye bye. See you later. Bye.